This is your study guide for the 5-1 to 5-3 quiz. Question number 1 says, I bought 7 identical trees from a landscaping website. In addition, I will need to pay $50 for shipping and handling. My total bill was $295. Now on this one, I only want you to write the equation. And I know I am buying 7 trees. So because that is happening more than once, that's going to get the variable. 7 trees. In addition, I have to pay shipping and handling 1 time. And my total bill was $295. So for this question, it is only a translation. We're just building it. That was our first lesson in this unit. Question number 2, we're both going to build it and solve it. It says a group of 4 friends went to the movies. In addition to their tickets, they bought a large bag of popcorn to share for $6.25. The total was $44.25. I want you to pause me here and see if you can't get that equation by yourself. Then before you start to solve it, I want you to come back and I want you to check that you have the right equation, because there's no sense in solving something that's not right to begin with. So pause me, get your equation, and then come back. All right, it looks like we need 4 tickets and 1 bag of popcorn for a total of $44.25. Okay, now that you have the right equation, I want you to pause me. I want you to solve it and then come back and check. All right, it looks like my variable is on the left-hand side, which means that I have to get rid of this constant. I need to zero that out. So the opposite of adding 6.25 is subtracting. And a legal move says I also subtract $6.25 from the other side. This creates 0, so that disappears. I'm going to bring down 4 tickets on one side. And when I take $44.25 minus $6.25, I get $38. All right, now I need to take that $38 and I need to divide it into 4 people's tickets. The opposite of multiplying by 4 is dividing by 4. That leaves me with 1 ticket equals whatever 38 divided by 4 is. 1 ticket costs $9.50. Question number 3 says, a number of state parks in state X was 8 less than twice what they have in Y. And we know there are 34 state parks in X. How many state parks are in state Y? So on this one, again, I want you to build your equation, but I want you to pause, build it, and then come back to check that you have the right equation, because I don't want you solving something that's not right. So build it, come back and check, and then you'll pause again to solve. All right, go ahead and pause and build. All right, we have talked a lot about less than. If something is less than, you have to start off with something so you can take 8 away from it. So in this case, we're going to have 2 y parks, because that's twice the number, and we're going to take 8 away from that. So we have twice the state y parks, minus 8 is 34. All right, now that you have the right equation built, pause me, solve it, and come back for checking. All right, it looks like our variable's on the left, which means this minus 8 has to be zeroed out. The opposite of subtracting 8 is adding 8, and a legal move says I should do it to both sides. This zeroes out. I'm going to bring down the 2 state y parks, and whatever that is 42. And then step 2, I'm going to multiply or divide. I need to get rid of this 2 that's attached to the y. So the opposite of multiplying by 2 is dividing by 2. Legal move says I have to do it to both sides. My 2's cancel, and y is 21. So there are 21 state parks in state y. This is question number 4. A package of socks weighs 1.2 ounces for every pair. The total weight for the full box when shipped is 20 ounces. You're only going to ship one box. How many pairs of socks are in the box if the empty box weighs 5.6 ounces? All right, just like the last ones, I want you to build this. So pause me, build it. But before you start to solve it, I want you to come back and make sure you have the right equation. Once you have the right equation, then you're going to pause me again and solve it. So go ahead and pause and build. All right, it looks like our socks, we're going to have 1.2 ounces every time we have a pair of socks, because that's going to happen over and over. It gets a letter. Plus 1 box at 5.6 ounces makes the full shipping weight of 20 ounces. All right, now that you have the correct equation, I want you to go ahead and pause me again and solve this. All right, because our variable's on the left, this is the constant that we need to get rid of. We need to zero it out. The opposite of adding 5.6 is subtracting 5.6. Legal move says I should do it to both sides. These 5.6's on the left, they zero out. They're gone. They disappeared. And I'm left with just the socks on the left and 14.4 on the right. Step 2, I'm going to multiply or divide. The opposite of multiplying by 1.2 is dividing by 1.2. My 1.2's on the left cancel, and my socks will be whatever that is. I am going to end up with 12 pairs of socks. All right, question number 5 is a distributive property. So if you remember, we did this kind of thing. So we had our first set of parentheses is negative 2 times j. This is a subtraction problem. Second set of parentheses is negative 2 times 48 equals negative 12. All right, go ahead and pause me. See if you can't finish this one on your own, and then come back for checking. right, negative 2 times j is negative 2j minus negative 2 times 48 is negative 96 equals negative 12. Now this looks very much like a two-step problem. Our variable is on the left, so that means this constant right here has to go. And there's two ways to make that zero out. The opposite of subtracting negative 96 is adding negative 96. Or we could also have just added 96. All right, because I chose to add a negative, I'm going to add negative 96 to this side as well. This creates 0, so I'm going to bring down my negative 2j on this side, and this is negative 108. Step 2, I'm going to multiply or divide to isolate my variable. That means this negative 2 that's multiplied by j has to go away. So the opposite of multiplying by negative 2 is dividing by negative 2. Legal move. And I have j equals this answer, which is 54. All right, question number 6 is to understand how example number 1 on page 276 was built and what steps were used to solve it. All right, so we have this equation. This was the problem that had the comic books, and each comic book had increased in price by $3.50, and there were 10 of them for a grand total of $75. So the first thing we did, if you remember, we did this, which got us here. That's called the distributive property. Then we said, hey, what's 10 times g? What's 10 times 350? This is called simplify. Then we said, which side is the variable on? And how do I eliminate this constant right here? So this is, I'm going to eliminate constant. And then I said, well, we also need to get this g by itself. So the opposite of multiplying by 10 is dividing by 10. And this is called isolating the variable. Now, if you look at what we just wrote right here, it looks very much like the note sheet I gave you for your notebook. This is problem number 7, our last problem. It says a family of 4 bought tickets to the circus. Each family member also bought a souvenir that cost $12. The total amount they spent was $108. How much did one ticket cost? Okay, so each person had to have a ticket and each person bought a souvenir. So a ticket and a souvenir for each person, and there are 4 people for a total of $108. All right, I want you to solve this and come back for checking. So go ahead and pause me right now. right, we are going to distribute 4 times t in the first set of parentheses, 4 times 12 in the second set of parentheses equals 108. 4 times t is 4t. 4 times 12 is 48. This is a two-step problem. We're going to eliminate this constant first. To zero that out, I'm going to subtract 48. Legal move says do it to both sides. 4 tickets on one side and $60 on the other. I now have to isolate my variable. The opposite of multiplying by 4 is dividing by 4. And one ticket is going to cost $15.